In 2018, I was 12 years old. I told my dad I wanted to join the army. He said, "You can't join the army, and I don't even want you to." Even my best friend said to me, "You'll never last. You won't be able to join the army." So, if you haven't seen my channel before, I use a whiteboard to explain basically, I guess, mindsets or, yeah, just mindsets really. And the first one is self belief. Look, we've got Timmy and we've got Tyrone. Timmy saying, "I can't do this." Tyrone saying, "I can do this." So at the start, basic training. Well, not even at the start. When I was preparing for the army, you've got to do like these tests before you even like go to their basic training, and it's like some assessments. You got to do like a 2K, so like a 2K run, best effort in like under amount of time. And I tried to do it, but I couldn't. Like, I generally gassed out after 200 meters. I didn't understand anything about pacing yourself, and obviously that's a whole other topic. But I did like 200 meters and I stopped. I was like, me trying to join the British Army? It's a fucking joke. And I was like, Timmy. But then for like 6 weeks, right, basically, medical stuff happened, and like this the medical process to join the army is so fucking stupid. And I basically was I had like over 6 to 8 weeks to wait, and I'm so glad for this because I just got in the best shape of my life at that point in time. I'm fit, a lot fitter now, but back then, right, I got so fit and I started being Tyrone. I had the belief I could join the army. Like, still people were doubting me, but I thought, fuck them. Fuck what they think, right? What does that matter? You know how much hard work you did. Like, I used to run to the gym, or like run or walk to the gym, right? Then go do a workout, run back or walk, and then fucking go do more cardio. Go do like just different things every single day. I would not have a day off the gym. Second point, fuck your friends. So what do I mean by fuck your friends? You got you there, right? And it says, "I want to do that." And all of his friends around him saying, "You can't do that. You could never. Is this a joke?" Or, "What are you doing?" Like, fuck me, bro. I hate all these people around you. Like, when I was younger, I used to just go in the park, smoke weed, and hang around with all these people. And I used to do so many drugs, bro. And it's like, I wasn't actually addicted to these drugs. I used to only do them because I was hanging around with people who did drugs. Like, when I stopped hanging around with these people, I don't remember the last time I smoked weed, really wanted to smoke weed, do balloons, or do anything like this, right? And it's like your friends are letting you down, and people know this. People know this saying, and it pissed me off, right? You are the five people you hang around. So why didn't you change that? Everyone and their mum knows that fucking saying. My mum told me this when I was young, but I didn't want to listen to her. And it's so fucking true. If you hang around with criminals, you're going to become a criminal. And you probably know, actually, there's one guy who lives near me, and he hangs around with drug addicts, but he don't do drugs. Yeah, maybe he don't. But, like, that's one guy out of fucking 100. Like, you're more likely to become your friends than fucking someone else if you just hang around with them people. So, the third point is being that guy. And what do I mean by being that guy? So, we've got Timmy and Tyrone again. Where the fuck has my yellow? I normally have a yellow magnet. I don't know where it's gone, but yeah, it's being that guy. So Timmy's saying to Tyrone, "I can't speak to her, bro." Tyrone's going, "You can." And I remember seeing this video of basically two people, and this guy's saying about, yeah, no, you need to walk with more confidence. You need to do this, and this other guy was making fun of him, for saying, look at him. He's trying to do like alpha male body language or something like this. So like when I was like 16, I started doing this, like walk around with a little bit more confidence, and I wanted to like basically do an experiment with myself to see if people would treat me differently. And when I was doing this, loads of people just started staring. And I do this all the time now, so I don't realise, but it's like, if you walk around with like a little bit more confidence with your, just with your shoulders back, right, your head up, not like this. Like, I know so many people, right, when they go for walks, right, they'll have the headphones on, they'll be looking at the floor, and it's like, do you know when people basically look for victims to rob? I remember I was watching this documentary, and this moped can would look for people who would like be really in their phone, headphones on, looking at the floor. But like if someone was like correct posture, up, looking about, and they'd be like, "No, that's long." They'd be like, "That's long too, man." They'd be like, "I'm not trying to fight. I'm just trying to get their phone. I'm just trying to get something off them. I'm not trying to fight." And it's like, and I listen to that, and it's like, it's so true. If I was looking for someone to rob, I'd look for an easy target. So don't be that easy target. this doesn't just come into confidence. It comes into basically getting robbed or not. And you're probably thinking, well, I live in a good area. I'm never gonna get robbed. But it's like you never know. You never know. And you know what? If you don't do like anything here, right? Like one, like this is to like benefit you. Like it's benefit me as well. Like these videos are much as for me as they're for you because like sometimes I don't have that self-belief. Sometimes I think I do hang around with some bums. And sometimes I'm not being that guy all the time. Like I get a little bit shy, bro. And that's not really like me getting shy, but sometimes it happens to all of us, bro. And do you know what? That's okay. Like if you look back on yourself and you realise, oh yeah, I'm not doing this and I could be doing this. That's fucking perfect. That's what we want. But if you, bro, like you just never reach your goal. If you do not have the belief that you will do it, you won't do it. Like so many people will cancel themselves out and be like, I can't do this. Do you know? It took me like fucking 2 times to join the army just because of medical, because of this, just because of medical shit. And it's like it weren't my fault, but it just made me so disheartened, and I felt like I failed before I even started. And when I got to basic training, you start with a troop, and you basically you stay with this troop, and you pass out, so you complete basic training with these. And I was hoping to stay with this troop, but if you fail at any of the tests, guess what? You go back and you join another troop who started on like an earlier week. And that actually happened to me. And it's just because I was not being a monk, I just didn't understand basically the this test with this rifle. And like at the time I thought, I called my mum, I was like, I'm not cut out for the army, I just want to leave. And my mum was just like, just stick with it. And I stuck with it. I had the belief that I couldn't do it, but I just had some reformation, like, from my mum. So if I had some bad people around me, I wouldn't have had that, would I? And bro, I just want to tell you something. What will happen if you start implementing all these things, what I said in your life? You'll become that guy. You'll become that nigga, bro. Like, you'll be him. And you're probably thinking, well, no, there's still so much more I can do. If you have the self-belief and you cut off the bad people around you, I'm telling you, you'll excel, you'll reach your goals like that, and it'll be fucking easy, bro. Like, I'm telling you, right, there'll be nothing standing in your way. And even if you get a setback, you've got the self-belief to be like, no, I can do this. I'm that guy. You walk around with your shoulders like high. You're not slouched over. Like even there, I was just slouched over like that. But like I'm sat upright. You feel good about yourself.